we're doing some AV. Wait a minute, okay? Well, today we are hauling manure because we finished third cut now. And Marcus, what'd you do?
Broke the ship pump.
How'd you do that?
And the ship pump is broken now. Pijo, look, the bolts are knocked off.
Well, what happened is the shear bolts broke. He gave her too much power. So we'll get those fixed. Alright, we got that one lined up. And the bottom one, I made this fancy tool, I think like 6 years ago. It's a 1/4 inch ratchet socket. So, or the 1/4 inch, and it's a 9/16. I made this because you can never find a ratchet when you need it for this, and then nobody needs this for something else, so it works good. There. Good. We got her done. Marcus, fire it up. You're good. He's professional. Anyways, we got the second pump over there agitating. It's helping mix up some solids that are settling. He's professional in there. Gerhard's backing up with the bog tow. He's running that today.
Yeah.
I had Evie move over a little bit. Marcus is our pumper though today.
Yeah.
So what do you do, Marcus? How do you do this?
I push this big yellow button here.
Yep. And then what?
Then throttle.
Okay.
This
You gotta give her some throttle, Marcus, right?
is the orange throttle. It goes forward.
In here, grass is a little taller than we normally like it when we spread, but that's just because we got all the cut done and then it rained one day, so we waited to spread, and with how long it took and everything, it grew. But yesterday I did one load at the end of the day in this field and over there, and that grass already stood all back up, so we're not worried at all with, even though it's laying it down a little bit, it'll come right back. It's cruising. It's going well so far. Let's hope it stays like that. Spreading around 5.5 I have to set at. Trying to stay in that range. It's going pretty good. We're on a little road, so he's gotta wait. Don't want to drive too fast. I got done my last load in this field. We just got this one strip right here. Garrett's coming over with the last load to do that. Got a nice even covered on it. To the next one. Alex's truck. She's getting loaded up. Gerhard's are here waiting. I think we lost our loader guy. Oh, Marcus. He left us. There he goes, he's passing. Oh. there all the way up to here. Slowing down the process. Look at Marcus's little foot. He left that behind when he left. Anyways, as Marcus would say, you gotta hit the big yellow button. Well, what Marcus doesn't do is he doesn't use the preset. I like to use that just because then I don't gotta hold the foot throttle. But yeah, we moved the John Deere over to the middle. Help fix that up, bring some over. He's filling. Now, you don't see many of these kind of spout systems. You got the normal pump, the normal 8-inch pump that connects right there. And then most people would have a pipe and then like a dolly system for the pipe, or it's just connected straight on legs, whichever way people have. And then when we were getting ours, they kind of had it there. We liked it. It's just 3-point hitched armed to the tractor too. So you gotta hitch the 3-point and the pump on at the exact same time. So it takes 2 people to hitch it on at least. But the nice thing is, all you do is you flip this valve. It's either running this for agitating your spout system, which is that, or it runs the up and down and the switch from agitating or spreading, or agitating or lifting the pump up and down. So you'll switch it to the spout system right here, and then you just pick that piston up right there. It'll pick it up. You pull the 2 legs off, and then you can swing it over, and then it's behind you. You swing it right there, it's behind you, and then you never gotta touch the pipe. It just makes it a lot easier instead of having to unclamp it from down there or from the other one where you gotta dolly it around with another piece of equipment. You just swing it back. You put those 2 legs on the spreader or on the pump. Nope, we're almost full. So I just let go of that. Turn the PTO off. It's done. Anyways, you just swing it back, put the legs on there or in a pickup, and then you can haul the pump right where you want it. You never gotta touch the pipe. You can literally do it all by yourself. You don't need a second piece of equipment, and nobody gets covered in shit. So that makes it nicer too. Because that normally happens when you're dealing with those pipes, because there's always manure in them. It's just something that when we were buying that 8-inch pipe, or 8-inch pump, we saw, and then we liked it. No, it's not for everybody. Some people don't, because you don't have as much turning radius with it. Just to show you what I mean by the lack of turning radius on this is, that's where the normal pipe pump would be, go that way. But when you try turning this way, that'll hit this, and then this pipe is stretched out right now because it's angled with the pump down. But when it comes up, it's a lot more slack, and then that gives you that much turning radius to the left, because it'll pull it that way when you turn left. So you're just restricted to the left with how long the pipe is, and then you're restricted to the right because the steel of this actually comes to here, so you can catch here with it. Not really a big deal. If you need more turning radius, you just pull it off, and then you can turn pretty much exactly normal. We just don't do that because, I don't know, it's another clamp to open up, and it works perfectly fine for us. Show you a little bit of the steer in action. The front and the rear tire turn on both, on the front and rear axle. That allows for sharper turning while having a lot easier strain on the drawbar, because if I don't turn the hydraulics on to turn, it will push this tractor's back end straight. Like, I can turn my wheel to the left, but the back is going straight or to the right. Whatever direction that tank is pushing, it'll eventually follow, because I have forgot it before, it's not gonna lie there. And it'll eventually come back, but if you're on dry pavement and you're fully loaded, you're gonna make a nice skid mark. But I guess in the field it's not as big of a deal because it'll slide. The tank will slide a lot easier on the dirt. So, I mean, you can forget it in the field sometimes and you won't really notice as much, especially if you're empty. It'll just pull the tank right where you want it. The bigger deal is when you're loaded. You don't want to forget when you're loaded. So, pulling up to the road right now, the main road. And if I can here, I'll show you how well she pulls the old triaxle. So, let me get straight here. Turn the steering on. This is full acceleration. Still climbing. I've had some friends say, well, how fast can it pull this fully loaded tank? I was up at 33, 34 miles an hour. I don't like pulling it that fast, so I'm gonna slow it back down. But I'll pull it around 25 to 27 miles an hour. It's decently speeded, but it's also still controllable easily. And I don't know, people say you're up in such a big tractor, high up, and you got your mirrors, you must be able to see everything. Well, you can see that mirror right there. I can't see anything behind me. And that mirror right there. I can't see anything behind me. And that's all there is for vision. So yeah, I can't see anything up here, so you guys gotta be careful. it for today. Oh, my blinker's on. Keep going tomorrow. Gonna have some good weather for the next couple of days. So if you liked the video, don't forget to like and subscribe. Until the next one.